Hey guys, what's up? Today's August 26th. It's also known as my birthday. 38 years ago, little Joshua Jared Porter was born to Sam and Cheryl Porter in Weatherford, Oklahoma. And the world will never be the same. That sounds kind of arrogant, but seriously, it won't, because if any of us weren't here, the world wouldn't be the same. What do I want for my birthday? Is the question. What do you want for your birthday? Well, 38 is kind of like no man's land, right? Like, I'm not 40, but 38, I don't know, whatever. What I want for my birthday this year is to help myself on a couple things. Number one is procrastination. I currently have 7 videos inside of my phone and my GoPro, so I would like to get those done and post them so that you guys can watch them. Hopefully you can learn or laugh or cry. I don't know what you're gonna do when you watch it, but procrastination is something that eats us alive. The other one that's a big one for me is clutter. So this project, you guys are gonna see this video. This is Rachel's garden area, and then back there between those 2 trailers where the tractor is, we're getting a storage shed delivered tomorrow. So we're going to put the storage shed up there. That's going to let us declutter our house and our garage and our driveway and declutter some things. I also need to declutter my life. I've got a lot of things that I do that are time wasters, that take up energy, that take up space. Just kind of like how whenever you clean out, your garage, you get rid of things that you've been holding on to for years that you're probably never going to use again. If you haven't used it in 2 or 3 years, you probably don't need it. So that's kind of the same way with us, with my heart, with my soul, is I've got some things that I've been holding on to that I just need to release. I need to let them go. I need to turn them over to the Lord and just say, you know what, like, you've put me here today with the people that are in front of me, the opportunities that are in front of me, and I am going to run full force towards those things. So 38 is going to be a year of doing it, not procrastinating it, and decluttering. I'm going to get rid of some stuff in my life. So hopefully you guys will see that, and hopefully when I turn 39 next August 26th, we can sit back on the same bucket here and I can say that I was successful in doing the things that I've done. So it's kind of like a lot of people do New Year's resolutions. I'm doing like a birthday resolution because I don't know what my New Year's resolution was. I'm pretty sure I had one, but I don't remember it. So birthday resolution: stop procrastinating, get stuff done, do things that matter, and declutter my life so that I can spend time on things that matter. All right, we got some videos coming up. So the first video I'm going to show you guys is the hill project. We have a hill that goes down to our driveway, and it was basically useless and worthless. It was just we had a bunch of junk up here. So we are turning that hill into a garden and a future home for our baby doll Southdown sheep. So here's the process we went through to get there, and I hope you enjoy it. this area is eventually going to turn into Rachel's garden. We built a little garden a couple years ago. I used it for 1 year and was horrible at gardening. So Rachel took over, but she really wants to expand. So we've had this hill up here that we just put junk on and park trailers up here. But we're going to build this retaining wall so we can level this out, bring in some topsoil. We're going to do a back to Eden garden. So we put down the cardboard and put mulch on that, and then you actually plant in the mulch. So anyways, building this retaining wall. This is the third retaining wall that I have built this summer. I didn't video the other two because we didn't have a YouTube channel yet. So I'm not a retaining wall expert, but I have figured out how to build retaining walls by myself, and they haven't fallen down yet. So this one's going to be about 4 cross ties high. When you're building a retaining wall, you see obviously most of them are going the same way. That's your wall. But then there are these ones that are coming backwards. Those are called deadmen. They hold the wall from falling forwards. So you haven't seen it, but I have put each row, and then I've drilled a hole in it and put about a 2-foot piece of rebar down in there. So that holds all of the wall pieces together, and then you also put rebar in the deadman going back so that it can't pull forwards. So this one's double sturdy. It's got those, it's pinned, it's staked, and then we're also building a fence on the other side to keep little critters out of the garden. So I went ahead and put those posts about 3 feet in the ground with concrete, so they will also help keep it from pushing over. So this wall should be here for a long time, and I'm gonna let you guys watch me build the rest of it. And if you have any questions about building retaining walls, then just feel to comment, message us. We would love to help you So I had a thought just now. For those of you that have known me, you know that I come from a long line of preachers, but also of farmers and ranchers and outdoor enthusiasts and all that kind of stuff. So for me, this channel has been going for about 2 months, but it's kind of it's like a culmination of everything in my life. I've always had a ministry heart. Rachel and I own a dance studio and a gymnastics gym, which means we coach and teach kids. But more than that, we're able to minister to families. We have, 200, 300, 400 families under our umbrella at the studio that we get to minister to. You know, we truly do try to love them the way that Christ would love other people. So we've always been in ministry, even though we've never had the title of pastor or minister or anything like that. But to us, this channel is a way that we can share our life with you guys, with people watching. It's not as pretty. It's not as glamorous. Here I am at 7:45 and I'm sweating like crazy, but you get to see what I do, and you get to see my heart. My heart is to be out here and to cultivate the land that God's blessed us with and make it the best we can for our family, for our future, for our enjoyment, for our livestock, all those things. So it really does kind of tie together with our whole life. My dad has traveled all over the world and preached the message of Jesus. My grandpa has literally won thousands of people to Christ. I'm not them, but I am trying to preserve their legacy of sharing our heart with you. So I just wanted to tell you guys kind of how my process here. I was thinking about Moses earlier, and not just about our goat Moses, but not the Moses in the Bible that most people think about, which is where he goes and he delivers, the Israelites from Pharaoh and all that. But the Moses earlier, the one who was raised, in the empire basically as a prince, and then he defected. He lashed out and killed a Egyptian and was outcast. He ran away. So for the next couple of years, he was in the desert. He was a shepherd. He was working. He was toiling. He didn't know what God had for his life yet, but every day I imagine he woke up and he went outside and he worked with his hands, and he got sweaty and he got sore and he got splinters like I have one. But in the stillness outside, especially in the morning, that's when God speaks to me. That's when I connect with God. I've never been a good quiet time kind of guy where I go sit down with a Bible study and read and pray. But I connect to God out here in the wild, in the wilderness. When I'm working, he speaks to me. And I think that there's a lot of people like that in the Bible, that God spoke to them when they were doing the things that they had to do. People couldn't sit around, in biblical times and, look on the internet and watch YouTube and stuff like that. They worked, and God met them where they were. And so for me, that's what this is God meets me here, when I work. And I don't know where he meets you. I don't know if you even believe in God, but we do. And he's powerful, and he is the force behind what we do in good times and in bad. He blesses us, he empowers us, and this is where I meet him. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Doesn't really matter. Everybody's different, but that's me. This is where I meet God, and I'm gonna do some more work and let him keep speaking.